well. But first, obviously, Josh, we will touch on the great state of Indiana, the Indiana Hoosiers, Curt Cignetti, Fernando Mendoza, bringing a national championship to Indiana University, lowly Indiana University, who hasn't been good in how long? I mean, it is a truly remarkable story. The rebuild, the speed of the rebuild that Curt Cignetti was able to accomplish there, just an amazing feat, taking down Miami in the national championship. A guy, by the way, against a quarterback in Miami with Carson Beck, who has previously won 2 national titles. So there certainly is an accomplishment there. What do we make of this, Josh? I mean, is this like, because I find this interesting as like something that can be looked at as the state of college football right now. You know, I find it to be an amazing story. What was your takeaway from Indiana winning it all?
127 seasons, 1 championship. Mm-hmm. That says it right there.
Yeah.
The fact that a school that is well known in the world of sports, but in the world of football, well known for just being to put it lightly, a dumpster fire.
Yeah, right.
That in 2 years, Curt Cignetti goes from 2023 record of 3-9 to 11-2 to 16-0. And Mendoza, who, let's be honest, stat-wise, not a great game.
No,
did not have a great game. You know, when you look at his stats. When I get it up exactly from 186 yards, 16 to 27 passing, no touchdowns, no picks. But then he had that one incredible rushing touchdown that a statue will be made. That a statue will be made of his dive.
Yeah,
and put in front of the stadium.
That was unbelievable.
He did what a leader is supposed to do with their coach, and that is find ways to maintain an incredible defense and a team that kept pushing for a comeback while having the championship game on Miami's home turf and maintain the way to have victory. So much so that the ESPN cameras kept having to turn to a certain actress of the adult variety.
I was really
in her tears.
If somebody was going to bring that
up. And
oh my goodness.
And because this is the stuff that a movie will be made within the next 5 years of what we witnessed in Indiana.
Yeah.
It is nothing short of incredible. And these are the type of things where you're like, oh yeah, this is what sports is about type moment.
Right.
You know, and all, you know, huge credit with Miami, who had an incredible season. Carson Beck had, you know, did what he had to do. You know, poor Michael Irvin, I guess. But I don't think Miami is going anywhere. The question now, though, Mendoza's obviously going to the draft. He's going to be the number 1 pick. Where does Indiana possibly go from here? And furthermore, where does Curt Cignetti go from here?
Yeah. Does he stay at Indiana? Or does
because you can't do anything else than what you just accomplished.
Other than keep winning.
Right.
Right? Like, other than keep winning, you're right. You can't accomplish anything further. It would be a hell of a story if he was able to win not one, but multiple national titles with Indiana. who, like you said, has been a perennial punching bag for college football for about 127 years.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there certainly is an element to that. Here's what I looked at this as, and really, we can always kind of gloss over how amazing this feat was for Indiana. I think it goes without saying that what they accomplished is remarkable. However, the way that I looked at this was as I was listening to Fernando Mendoza after the game, and boy, oh boy, is that kid a geek.
I cannot wait for Max Crosby and all the other Raiders to take him to, you know how like they'll have like the signed rookies, how they'll like have to like pay the bill at a really nice restaurant for the offensive line and everything.
Yeah.
They are going to make him pay for the best night of gentlemen's clubs in their lives.
Without a single question, they are going to torture that kid.
They are going to make Mendoza spend six figures at Vegas' finest establishments once he signs that contract with them.
100%.
And he's going to be asking for a chocolate milk to drink while he's there.
He will be.
Because he's going to be living on the edge.
That would be lit. Fernando Mendoza walks into a strip club and asks for a chocolate milk. Oh my god!
And then one of the dancers is going to walk up and say, "Hi, I'm Chocolate Milk." He's like, "No, that's not what I meant."
That's not what I meant. Oh my god! I mean, I don't even know where I was going anymore.
Well, I'll try to bring it back to some actual stats because I mean, again, with Indiana and how incredible they were. Listen to this. Their last 4 games of this season, Indiana beat Ohio State, Alabama, Oregon, and Miami. So, in the last 30 years, those might be 4 like the top 5 most dominant teams in college football.
Mm-hmm.
And not only did they beat them, the total combined score was 134 to 56.
Wow.
They beat Ohio State, Alabama, Oregon, and Miami by a combined 78 points.
Wow.
How does Indiana football do something like this?
I know. Well, listen, they're known for Indiana. The University of Indiana is known for the striped pants, right? Like that's what they get. I mean, we all remember the images of Cody Zeller in 2013, right, when he was wearing his Indiana Hoosier pants. I mean, look, here's my thing. Yes, it makes a ton of sense that, like, there's going to be a movie made about this, and I would be very curious to see who plays Curt Cignetti. Let's ask that question, Josh. Who plays Fernando Mendoza in a movie about Indiana football?
Okay, hold on. I'm just throwing up photos of both Mendoza and Cignetti in front of me. Just so, oh God, this shouldn't be the guy, but he was the first one that popped in my head to play Fernando Mendoza. What's this guy's name?
Michael Cera.
No, Nathan Fielder.
Nathan Fielder. Do I even know who that is?
You'll recognize him as soon as you see him. He is a comedy actor who does a lot of prank videos.
Yep.
That is Fernando Mendoza in the movie.
Yeah, but he's too old. He's too old.
You can Michael Cera, I know he looks like he's 15.
He looks like an infant, but yeah, he's what, 40?
I'll double check him. As far as Curt, so he ain't that far off. As far as Curt Cignetti, who will play Curt Cignetti?
Throw a pair of glasses on Kurt Russell and call it a day.
Honestly, you can throw a pair of glasses on Rainn Wilson.
Oh my God. You just, I mean, you at that point, you're just bringing back Dwight Schrute to coach Indiana football.
Well, obviously, you got to change his hair, but I mean, I could see that.
Oh my gosh. I listen. I think I this all goes back again.
Well, here, the best question: who am I going to play in this movie? Because I'm not Mendoza, and I'm not Cignetti. So who am I? We already know Steve Buscemi is going to play Carson Beck.
Steve Buscemi, yeah, yeah. You could, if you shaved your head, you might be able to play Scott Van Pelt.
I would be honored to play Scott Van Pelt. I am not nearly as skinny as Scott Van Pelt, but I will take it.
Listen, you've got time to prepare for this movie.
I mean, hey, if they pay me that type of money, I will be able to afford the right trainer and the right type of healthy food to get to that weight.
Very good. Very good. I think, truthfully, Fernando Mendoza, when I watched him after the game was over, I just get this sense that he's exactly the kind of awkward, nerdy kid that you want leading your franchise.
He is exactly the type of player that the Raiders need, because when you're in Vegas, we all know all the temptation and stuff that's in Vegas, and all of a sudden the leader of your team is going to be the guy where it's lights out at 9 o'clock. Where he is going to be doing nothing but studying and preparing to do the best that he can for that team.
Right.
And it's definitely going to be the type of thing where there are going to be some people on board and there are going to be some teammates that are going to be like, what is this guy's deal? What's going on?
Right.
And he will then, win them over time. So I know Mark Davis was there just, googly eyed, of Mendoza the entire time, because that is such a lock for them to have him with their number one pick.
Right.
And I think he could make the Raiders actually feel like a formidable opponent again. I'm not necessarily saying immediately, but it will take time. But he can do it.
It's such a personality mismatch for me, right? Like the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders, like the rough, tumbling Oakland Raiders, and nerdy little aw shucks, hey guys, Fernando Mendoza is going to walk into that locker. That's why I laughed when he said Max Crosby. And he's going to walk into that locker room with Max Crosby and lead that group of men. And you're damn right he will. And really, it gives this sense of like they might actually be able to find some stability here. Like they actually might be able to find something that isn't a total experiment, something that isn't like this. Fernando Mendoza, I'll say this about him. He is nowhere near the best quarterback I've seen come out of a draft.
Oh, sure.
He's not Trevor Lawrence. He's not Caleb Williams. He's not one of these top, I think Fernando Mendoza last year probably would have been the number one pick over Cam Ward, but he's among that ilk. He's not like this franchise changing talent like Josh Allen. It's just he's not that player.
Maturity wise, he is
100. Well, right. That's really the thing. Is there's a sense of it that I get from Fernando Mendoza.
Yes.
There's a little bit of I know he's, and you hate to throw Brady's name out there, but Brady was a similar way. Brady was not the uber talented quarterback prospect that everybody was drooling over.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady just knew how to win. Tom Brady just knew how to do things the right way. And I get the same sense from Fernando Mendoza. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but he might be the toughest MFer on the field on any given night. And that was proven last night. I mean, that play running into the end zone is going to go down as an iconic play in college football.
Absolutely.
He'll be remembered for that play.
100%.
And that's what he'll bring to presumably a Raiders franchise where you're like, visually, it doesn't look tough. It doesn't look like hard-nosed Oakland Raider football. But it is.
Yep.
So I'm stoked. I can't wait to see what the kid can do. I think he's going to be a really exciting watch in the NFL. Super, super mature. I love that he's steeped into his faith. I respect that a lot about the kid, and I'm glad that he's not afraid to kind of be who he is.
Yep.
And you can tell he's respected in a locker room where traditionally guys like him, you can just tell guys like him don't generally fit into those crowds. So I give all power to that kid. It's impressive to me.
I cannot wait for him to start the Raiders book club.
Yeah. Tonight we're reading Little Women. I can't.
It's just that's why I'm just so excited for him to be the Raiders, because the personality is so opposite everything about Raiders and everything about Las Vegas.
Right.
And that's why I think it's such a perfect fit.
It is. It's a change of pace that the Raiders need.
Yes.
It's a change of pace that they need. So
now real quick before we head to break, Curt Cignetti, could he go to the NFL?
Yeah, he can. He can.
Should he go to the NFL?
No.
You think he should stay put and try to keep winning?
If I were him, I'd try. I would. If I were Curt Cignetti, the thing that would garner the most respect from me, as if he needs it, would be to stay at Indiana and keep winning. I want to see what else he can build after Fernando Mendoza. I think the more likely is that he'll get hired, maybe not this year, but in the next year or so, he'll get hired by a major program, right? And obviously, but of the LSUs and the Clemsons and he'll find a spot at a major program and go there. That would be my guess. I am skeptical about college football coaches going to the NFL and having consistent success. Now, I don't think that there's Curt Cignetti, I think, is somebody that's capable of having success at the NFL level. But people, I really think, underestimate how much different NFL coaching and college coaching are, right? When you're coaching in college, you're responsible for talking to high school kids and their parents, right? You're dealing with kids that are dumb. In the NFL, you're dealing with grown men with families who might also at sometimes be dumb, but they're full-grown adults. It's a totally different game. So I think there's something that there's an element to that I think people take for granted in college coaching versus NFL coaching. You're dealing with young men, with men, full adults in the NFL, whereas in college you're dealing with, high school kids and hormones. It's that sort of deal.